hat, Aaron.
Oh, thank you. I like it too.
Welcome to the City of New Bern Planning and Zoning Board regular meeting on March 2nd, 5:30 p.m. Nadia, can we have a roll call on the attendance, please?
Yep. John Black,
Here.
Pat Doherty,
Here.
Karen Basie,
Here.
Raymond Layton,
Here.
Ann Shout,
And
Marshall Ballard,
Here.
Margie Dunn, Marcus Simmons, Travis Oakley,
Here.
Sonny Aluso,
Sonny, are you here?
I'm here.
Good.
we have a board.
On the new business, the first item is William F. Ward III is requesting a final subdivision plan approval for the William F. Ward Jr. Testamentary Trust Division, a proposed two-lot subdivision. This development is located on the combined 5.31 approximate acres in the C3 Commercial District / R15 District. The site is located to the east of Trent Creek Road and to the south of US Highway 17 and is located in Ward 6. Staff review, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You've handled all the stats well. Again, existing zoning C3 and R15 on this site. That's a 5.3 acre site. Here is our location map. I've been Quinn Elementary here. So the reason it's a major subdivision is they are platting some utility easements across the front of the property to bring utilities to this tract over here in order to sell. It's fairly straightforward. It would be a minor besides the fact that it's platting public utilities. So our development review committee gave it a review. It meets all the requirements of 1579 of our land use ordinance for major subdivisions, and we are recommending approval. Mr. Board is here if you have any questions. If not, you can free to vote.
Does the applicant wish to address this board?
No, sir, not unless you've got questions.
Okay. Are there any questions from the members of this board for the applicant? Having heard one? Any members of the public would like to speak? Having seen none? Any member for the application? Any members of the public like to speak against the application? Having heard none, I'd like to return this to board discussion. Are there any questions from members of the board on this application?
I'd like to make a motion, we approve the final plan, final subdivision plan as presented.
We have a motion. Is that motion seconded? Second. This motion, we have a motion and seconded. Nadia, roll call, please.
Yep. John Black,
Yay.
Pat Doherty,
Yes.
Karen Basie,
Yes.
Raymond Layton,
Yes.
Ann Shout,
And for yes.
Marshall Ballard,
Yes.
Travis Oakley,
Yes.
Sonny Aluso,
Sonny, are you for? The motion passes unanimously. The next item on the
There you go,
agenda.
Bill.
Thank you.
Congrats. That's a
I'll
long
leave
time.
y'all now.
Long time coming from Bill.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
The next item on the agenda is from agenda item B, is Sydes Construction Inc. is requesting subdivision final approval plan for Bendigo Bay Phase 2, Section B of the Bluewater Rise. A planned unit development, a 34-lot residential planned unit development. This section of the multi-phase development is located on the combined 19.45 acres approximately in the R8 residential district. The site is located to the north of County Line Road and to the west of Old Airport Ward. It is located in Ward 3. Staff review, please.
Just to add to your presentation, Mr. Chair, the average lot size in this R8 planned unit development is 10,464 square feet, creating another 1,800 square feet, linear feet of streets. It does have 8.5 acres of common area, and all utilities are provided by the City of New Bern. The preliminary subdivision approval was in December of 2017. Here is the site here. Is it in here too, John? Is that new section come down here too?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so it comes here, it goes about this way. You'll see it on the map. So this road here is this road here. And then it just extends along County Line Road over here. Again, we received a preliminary approval in 2017. Staff has reviewed for all the requirements of 1579, finds that it is in compliance with those requirements. We have received a bond. City Public Works has reviewed it and approved the bond. So we are recommending that this final section of Bendigo Bay Phase 2, Section B be approved.
Does the applicant wish to address this board?
Not unless you have some questions for me.
Are there any questions for the applicant? Having heard none, are there any members of the public that like to speak for this approval of this? Is there any members of the public that would like to speak against this? Having heard none, I would like to return this to the board for further review. At this point, I'd like to entertain a motion for approval of item B on the agenda.
So moved that.
We have a motion. Is that motion seconded?
Second.
We have a motion and a seconded. Nadia, can we conduct a roll call, please?
Don Black,
Yay.
Pat Darcy,
Yes.
Aaron Basie,
Yes.
Raymond Latham,
Yes.
Ann Shout,
And
Yes.
Marshall Ballard,
Yes.
Travis Oakley,
Yes.
Sonny Aluzo.
Sonny? Son, that was a yes.
Motion passes.
We have a motion. The motion passes unanimously. The next item of business is letter C, Stars and Stripes for F LLC are requesting subdivision final plan approval for Tyler Home on the Lakes, phases 10 and 14. It is a 61-lot residential plan unit. The section of the multi-phase development are located on a combined 9.13 acres approximately in the R-10A residential district. The site is located to the south of Gracie Farms Road and to the east of Washington Post Road in Ward 5. Staff review, please.
Sure. Again, adding on to your presentation, Mr. Chair, this section of subdivision received its preliminary subdivision approval back in January of 2008. It's probably one of the last casualties of the real estate downturn, but it has been picked up again, and there's been a lot of activity and building there for the past few years. So this is a final plan for a new section of that development. I'll get to it in a second. Average lot size for phase 10 is 6749. Average lot size for phase 14 is 6150. There are no new streets, they're already there. And all the utilities are provided by the city of New Bern. So here's a pretty good area of the new development and all the building that's been going on out there. Most of these homes were not here a couple of years ago. So they're coming in for final plat along these sections here. So as you see, Ginger, I think, yeah, here, so both sides, and then coming down Dakota Avenue. So it comes around, sorry, it gets a little funky, so then Dakota is this section here. So we have reviewed the subdivision for requirements of 1579 major subdivisions, find that it is in approval. Public Works has spent a lot of time with the applicant out in the field and with the engineer to get the bond right for this section. So that bond is approved at this point in time, and the final plat is ready to be approved by this board.
Does the applicant wish to address this board on this item?
Yes, the bond form was submitted to the city attorney and he approved the form. The bond was issued today, and it's in California somewhere. It's FedEx to Atlanta for the owner to sign, And as soon as they sign it, they will FedEx to me and we'll deliver it down here. So the bond has actually been issued, but just haven't received,
Correct.
we haven't received it yet.
But the amount and all the requirements of the bond have all been approved, and so we won't physically have the plat signed by the mayor until we receive the check.
The city attorney is satisfied that
Yes.
there is a bond in place?
Yes, absolutely.
Are there any questions from members of the board? Are there any members of the public that would like to speak against the approval of this? Are there any members of the public that speak for the approval? Having heard none, I would like to entertain a motion on item C on this, on the approval of this. Is there a motion to approve the?
Motion to approve as you see.
Okay, we have a motion. Is it seconded?
Second.
We have a motion and a seconded. Nadia, can we please have a roll call?
Yep. Don Black,
Yay.
Pat Doherty.
Yes.
Aaron Beatty,
Yes.
Raymond Lason,
Yes.
Ann Shout,
And?
yes. Marshall Ballard,
Yes.
Travis Oakley,
Yes.
Sonny Aluzo,
Sonny?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
We have a motion and it passes unanimously.
Some can only vote one.
Are there any board member comments, anybody this board like to address it? Having heard none, I would like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn. Is it seconded?
Second.
Okay. Also, we have a motion seconded. Nadia, can we have a roll call, please?
yep. Don Black,
Yay.
Pat Doherty,
Yes.
Aaron Beatty,
Yes.
Raymond Lason,
Yes.
Ann Shout,
And?
Marshall Ballard,
Yes.
Travis Oakley,
Yes.
Sonny Aluzo.
Sonny? We have a motion that passes. This meeting is at an end. Thank you.